Hi there, welcome back to Save with Crypto. My name is Save with Crypto, and looking here at the moment at the price of Bitcoin versus USDT. I'm actually using the ByBit perpetual contract chart on TradingView. Now, yesterday in the live stream, I was talking about how certain exponential moving averages were crossing over in a bullish style. So what I was doing, I was looking, for example, on the 12-minute time frame, using our indicator, which is called Quadzilla. If you want to know what Quadzilla's all about, look at savewithcrypto.org/QZ. So what I was looking at was this cross here of this yellow 21 EMA and this green 55 EMA. Now basically what this is all about is that when the yellow crosses below the green, like it did there, that's normally a very bearish sign and the price comes down. And when they cross the other way, like they did here, okay, that's a very bullish sign, so the price goes up. Now what I'd been doing during the day was I'd been kind of looking at what next time frame up was making the cross, and this worked really well right up until last night when I was looking at the 1 hour time frame. And indeed, the 1 hour time frame at 5 p.m. yesterday crossed bullish, so that was fantastic. So then I was looking at things like the 90-minute, where we had a bullish cross here at about midnight. And now on the 2 hour time frame, we've got this candle here, and they have crossed bullish. Now, what Quadzilla also does, it draws in these retracement levels here, and these more often than not will get retraced to, for example, this one here where the price went up and it came back down. There's actually 3 steps to this. There's like a 1, 2 and then a 3. So basically when the level first appears, the level is already up. That's step 1. Step 2 is when it retraces. It normally goes under and then it goes back to that level, which is step 3. So at the moment here we've actually got step 1 has happened and we're waiting for step 2. So we might see a pullback to about 67,200, something like that. So although this is bullish, I wouldn't be surprised if we do get some kind of action like that. So do be aware of that. Okay, so this is looking pretty good, but the candle still has 1 hour left to complete. So let's come back in an hour's time and see where we are with that. And sure enough, yeah, that candle did close nice and bullish, and we've now got a cross there, which is great. And as I suspected, we are getting a little bit of a pullback just as they cross, and then it sort of pumps a little bit, then pulls back a bit. Let's have a look at this on the 1 minute time frame. So it does seem quite a long way to come back down here, doesn't it? But it's possible, isn't it? Okay, so what I've done here is I've sped up the recording 50 times because I wanted to actually see if the price did come down to meet that green bullish retracement level and close that action. It took a little while, but eventually it did get there. Here you come, coming down, boom. All right. Now, if you wanted to trade this and you were going to do it by putting a limit order at this retracement level here, you'd probably be okay, but you should bear in mind that the price usually comes a little bit below that level. Now, one thing I noticed here on the 1 minute time frame is that if I enable the new retracement channels that we've got, now these aren't turned on by default when you get Quadzilla, but if you enable them here, you can see what it does. It puts in this bit of green shading here and a bit of red shading there. And it does that when you've got a bullish retracement level and a bearish retracement level at the same time. So at the moment it drew in this 50% level here, which is pretty much where the price came down to. So those 50% levels are worth looking out for. Now obviously what we're looking for now is this momentum oscillator to start heading back upwards. And it does this with most conviction when it starts to get really thin and intense. When it's kind of wide and floppy like this, it doesn't really give a very positive signal. And indeed what you can see here is that didn't really last very long. There was a bit of a bounce and then the price came down again. Now it looks like it's probably going for this other bullish retracement here, down at 68,790. So let's see if it gets there, shall we? So once again, I've sped this up a little bit, and yeah, it doesn't seem to want to go down, does it? But it seems to be hanging around that 50% line on the retracement channel, so that's quite interesting. We'll give it a little while and see what happens next. Well, it looks like it's started to bounce now, so what I've done, I've taken a trade over on Bitunix, which is looking okay so far. My entry is about 69,620. I suppose the meme 69,420 would have been better, but anyway, that's where it is. So let's see what happens next. Okay, so it's a few hours later now, and you can see the price has come up nicely here on the 1 minute time frame. So the kind of level I'm going to be looking out for now is probably this bearish retracement up here at around 70,080. So it could well go up there and then reject, and then there's also this this level down here at 69,715, which is quite likely it will return to at some point as well. So I'll probably look to close my trade up here somewhere, which should make a nice little profit. So there you go. That's just an example of how you can use Quadzilla. Let's just have a look at the 2 hour time frames. I just want to make sure that the EMAs are nicely crossed over. Yeah, they're beautiful now, aren't they? So they crossed bullish then this morning when I started making the video at about 10 o'clock, and they're nicely in the right order. You've got the red, cyan, yellow and green. That's a 5, 9, 21 and 55 EMAs, all in the correct order for a trend in motion to the upside. So I'll be keeping an eye on this to make sure that that red stays above the cyan. If it starts to come down, then it will give a kind of early warning sign of the price reversing. So that's what I'll be looking for there. If you want to find out more, go to savewithcrypto.org/QZ, and you can find out about it. And do trade on Bitunix as well. It's a great exchange, and I think we're going to do a competition next week, so it might be good to just get used to it first. So go to savewithcrypto.org/Bitunix. And we'll see you next week in the competition. Meanwhile, I'll probably be making videos. I might even do a bit of live tomorrow on Sunday. Let's see how it goes. I've got a bit of normal work to do, but you know, I'll see what I can do. The best way to know about everything is to be in the Discord. The Discord is free to join. Just go to savewithcrypto.org/Discord. Once you get in there, DM me or maff. Just say, hi, I saw your video, and then we'll give you the appropriate roles to give you proper access to the Discord. All right? So if you've enjoyed that, then please do give the video a great big fat like. Any questions, leave them in the comments down below. Make sure you've got the notifications on, and above all, tell your friends.